Siyabonga. Siyabonga. Your Majesty, the King, as you are here to address us, we now give this opportunity to the King.
Ngiyabonga. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. This morning, I would especially like to make special acknowledgement. Excuse, just as everyone is just as important. Premier of KwaZulu Natal, Mhlonishwa Ntuli, Ndlunkulu Kamieni, former Premier of KZN, Dr. Zweli Mkhize, members of the KZN legislature, members of the diplomatic corps, Councillor Mr. M. Zuma, Mayor of Umgungundlovu, Councillor M. Boyilwa, Mayor of Msunduzi, Councillor S. Mtaga, Mayor of Umkhanyakude, abatwana bonke basendlukulu, Inkosi uShinga, Chairperson of Traditional House of Traditional Leaders and KZN leaders in KwaZulu Natal, all of amakhosi present today, Ms. N. Naidu, Secretary of Legislature, Dr. Mkhize, DG of KZN, Premier's Office, General Mkhwanazi, Provincial Commissioner of our police forces, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'd first like to thank the legislature for giving me this great opportunity to open the legislature for the second time in 2024. Madam Speaker, after 30 years of our democracy, South Africa has evolved thus. This is evidenced by the profile of leaders who are members of this august house. Who knew that one day that the descendants of the oppressed would be leaders of this legislature? Who knew that one day black women, members of this legislature and others, leaders here for. We are observing all of this because of our wonderful democracy, which we enjoy. I would like to say that each one of us is witness to this great change. Having said that, Madam Speaker, I would be misleading this House today if all I said is well in our democracy. We cannot say it is all well when some people go to sleep in empty stomachs due to poverty. We cannot sing praises there when people still find gun violence being a solution to problems and disagreements. As I stand here today, many amakhosi, izinduna, and community members are buried because of this gun violence. The critical point is that there are always instigators behind all of these shootings. Due to the gun violence, many families are impoverished by this, having lost breadwinners who are caretakers of their families. Madam Speaker, we cannot sing praises or look the other way when our province is festered by abusers. Our girl children, our sisters, our wives are not free under this democracy. They are abused, killed, and this is unacceptable. As the Crown and head of the Crown, this bothers me a lot, and I think it should bother each one of us in this House too. Madam Speaker, women and children are also citizens of our beautiful country. They must be safe, feel part of a caring and protective country and society. While on that topic, I wish to recommend KwaZulu-Natal's Police Management Commissioner, our Commissioner, Ubaba Umhlonishwa Mkhwanazi. We urge the men and women in the SAPS to continue protecting us from violent criminals who abuse our people. To Mr. Premier, I have been informed, Premier, that there is a crime summit being planned. That is a very important step on the right direction. I want all traditional institutions to participate in this summit. The issue of security and safety in our rural areas must be on our agenda. I also urge the educators and the education system to be included also, because unfortunately we have experienced violence in our schools. Our teachers are not safe, the children are not safe, which they need our protection. At the core of all of these discussions, one question is asked all the time: why do we have crime? This question is crucial because there is a risk of pointing fingers or focusing on major crimes, leaving everyday crimes to be pleased doing their activities every day. Bribing officials and law enforcement officers is a crime. Stealing funds embarked for public service is also a crime. Racial and gender discrimination is also a crime. Not maintaining your children when you can do so is also a crime. Madam Speaker, a few days after being elected, our Honorable Premier Umhlonishwa Untuli and his executive, although this was not the first time, as this is a practice that was started during the times of my father, Umdlogombane, to come and introduce your executive council. Thank you for that. In our discussions, the Premier expressed the need for consultation between communities and community leaders in different responsibilities and other tiers. I recommend this because communication is crucial in our work, my Premier. I advise that in the discussions, there should be a willingness to hear views even from those who have views different from yours. To my political leaders and members of this House, I congratulate all of you on your election. Those who elected you did so because they trust you. Remember that now you are a member of this House. You represent all of us. As the 7th KwaZulu-Natal legislature, you have a crucial role to play. 5 years is not a long time. I urge you to work hard and speedily. I also ask that you continue developing yourselves to be better skills for the next term after this one. Honorable members, I wish to clarify a critical point. I do not doubt that as Isilo, I am the monarch of the Zulu nation. I totally understand what that means. I also know that per legislation passed in this House, please also remember that I'm also a member of this province. I am pointing this out because there is a temptation to disregard the crown. Not all the time, sometimes. Maybe looking at the crown as a more ceremonial artifact, to be occasionally drawn out of the ceremonies of only one section of this population. Madam Speaker, as the Crown Head and Ubukhosi, we are ready to uplift our province economically through tourism, cooperative governance, and fighting crime. I urge to give Ubukhosi an appropriate part, also as Ubukhosi, not to frown upon the changes that times necessitate. Madam Speaker, all the good things we are planning will come to zero or not if we do not change our approach from the past. As residents of this province of KwaZulu-Natal, we all need to remember that we are family. A family of different shades, diversity. That is not a default. It is an opportunity to know, understand, teach, and accept one another. Let us unite in diversity and work together for the betterment of our province. Residents of KwaZulu-Natal, we must go beyond tolerance, acceptance for one another. We must accept that while we are different, we are still family. As the head of the Crown, I stand ready to assist in this journey and other initiatives to develop the people of KwaZulu-Natal. This is a special message to the youth. I understand the challenges that most of you face in KwaZulu-Natal. Some of you are from impoverished families, others are orphans, and others are unemployed graduates. I urge you not to despair. In your lack, do not harm yourselves for this. To my youth, please organize yourselves and participate in all governance. This could mean local youth councils engaging in community development projects or even running for local office. Seek a place for yourself at a table to offer your solutions wherever possible. This province needs you as the youth and the future of our country. Madam Speaker, thank you for this wonderful opportunity to get the opportunity to address the House, and thus, Madam Speaker and honorable members, I thank you all. God bless you. Ngiyabonga.